What's going on, guys? This is John from Texas Wiles.
Rooster from Rooster Outdoors.
And you are listening to the Wiley Rooster Boys Outdoor Podcast.
What's up, man?
Oh, man, we're back. Season 3, guys.
Dude, long time.
I am
Long
telling
time,
you.
it seems like.
Well, for you guys, this is probably a little bit different for some of you. You guys that are returning, you may be listening to this on Apple or Spotify or something like that. And some of you could be watching us live right now, because this season we are doing live on YouTube, and we're also going to be doing it on the podcasting app. So we're venturing out a little bit this season.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you might have noticed a lot of new things. I don't know if anybody paid attention, but we got a new face on the logo.
Oh, look at that. Nope, I'm backwards. There it is. Yeah, right there.
I don't know what everybody thinks about that, but I am loving it.
Yeah, you did a good job on that, man. I like it a lot. And I want to go ahead and grab everybody's attention with this, right off the bat. For those of you listening, you won't be able to see this, but for those of you watching, I'm holding up the Mondo box. You guys stick around, because later on in the episode, we're going to do the drawing live, and we're going to be giving away that Mondo box. So,
absolutely.
But what we're going to need you guys to do, whoever the winner is, we do need you to email us. We need your info. We need your mailing address and all that stuff, so we can get that sent to you.
Absolutely, yeah. Didn't you say what all comes in that Mondo box?
Let's see here. We got, excuse me, we got a mini banger, a deadly downsized square bill crankbait that packs a big punch. Saucy swimmers, those are just your trailers. A soft-bodied swim bait that swims and feels like natural bait fish. A grass hero, which is a swim jig built to easily swim in and around vegetation. A filthy frog, a hollow-bodied frog to toss around lily pads, grass, or any topwater slop. A zinger, a double-bladed spinnerbait designed to mimic bait fish. And you also get a net gator, a sun mask, as they call it, an accessory to protect your face from the sun and all Mother Nature has to offer.
I did not know that they had that in there.
I did not either.
Blue. That is awesome. And I believe you were going to throw a few little extra goodies in there.
Yeah, I'm going to throw some stickers, some of my Texas Wiles stickers in there. I may or may not throw some... Sorry, you guys hear some stuff going on. I got like 600 bags of soft plastics in there. I may or may not throw some soft plastics in there too. We'll see what's up.
Absolutely.
The night is young.
Absolutely. I want to take a second real quick. I know y'all listening ain't going to be able to see this, but since we are venturing out doing this live, we have comments right here. Mm-hmm. And I want to just tell the listeners, I tried to put a post up, but I want to touch on it. I appreciate everybody that's in here. I see a bunch of people, just say real quick, Rooster Outdoors, Juan, JJ. There's a bunch of folks. Set the hooks in here. We ain't trying to ignore you. It's just that we have a limited time. We try to keep our shows shorter and kind of run on a schedule. So it's not that we're going to be trying to ignore you guys' comments. You guys are more than welcome to chat it up, and we're going to be checking it out. Just don't think we're trying to ignore you. I'll definitely be looking at it through the stream, but
if you can see it,
I just wanted to talk about that.
I don't know if you can see it, kind of blurry, but that's what the sticker is. It's my logo for Texas Wiles.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll have a few more down the road.
Oh yeah. But I guess let's start off, man. Well, I
want to ask real quick. So we've been gone for a little bit longer than usual. And anybody listening to the last second season, they know you had a couple twin boys. How are them boys doing?
They're growing like weeds.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you now, they say twins are twice the work. They're not. They're not. It's exponential. It's like they got split personalities. So I actually have like 34 kids. So, but no, all seriousness, man, they're awesome. Those boys are great. They're funny. They're a little over 2 months old now, and they're really starting to show their personalities. And we're having a blast, man.
That's great. I apologize if anybody hears that my furnace just came on. I guess it's cold out. So.
Hey, you gotta stay warm, man.
Yeah. Yes.
So I was debating on whether or not, or when rather, I wanted to talk about this in the show, but why don't we just go ahead and fire it off with this? The other day, some of you who follow my social media, I put up a video, a short little like 10-second video. It was me and my daughter. We were out there, out in the woods. It wasn't really the woods. It's more just anyway, we're out there hunting squirrels. And I put up a video, and she was saying, we're hunting squirrels, but we can't find them. And I told her, we'll find them. Well, there was this fella who decided to go ahead and comment saying that I and other hunters were like the lowest form of trash on earth. We were cowards, teaching our kids to hunt defenseless animals and all that. And I shouldn't have responded, but I couldn't help it. So I asked him. I said, so I bet you get your meat at the store where no animals got hurt, huh? And then he went off on this spiel about how he does shooting competitions, and he has a wood burning stove in his living room. I'm not exactly sure how that's even relevant, but anyway, I won't go into the whole story, but it was like back and forth comments, and at the end of it, I guess whenever he was hit with some opposition or maybe some logic, he decided to block me. And he was this was on an outdoor page, like a hunting page. Yeah. So what are you doing, man? We had an episode in the first season talking about keyboard warriors, and there's a fine example. So we all of us here, I think we can agree, we respect animals. If you're gonna harvest an animal, do it humanely and stuff like that. But and there again, sometimes you got a bad shot, and it happens.
I mean, I seen the messages and it just blew me away. Like, he was just one of them guys.
Yeah. He was looking for problems.
Yeah, man. It's not like you were just out there with Lily trying to just kill some squirrels in front of you guys. Use what you kill. You do what you do. You're a responsible person. Just Absolutely. Like the majority of the outdoor community is responsible. There's a few bad apples out there, and they kind of give us a bad name. But yeah, that guy he dove head first in the concrete. I don't know what he was trying to get at.
Yeah, I got a few other comments, but I'll just keep them to myself. But the admin of that group removed him from the group. But why don't you tell about the big news that you had?
Well, it's been a long time coming.
We talked about it for 2 seasons.
We have. We talked about it a couple seasons, and I even did a video about it. You guys probably already know. Finally pulled the trigger. Got me a new yak. Got me an awesome yak. Dude, I would originally come from that Lifetime Tahoma, and it wasn't bad. It was just a little cheap yak, and it was too little for me. But picked me up a feel-free lure V2 11.5.
That thing is nice, man.
Oh, dude, I love it. Love it.
It is nice.
I can get out more on it right now, but
I'm waiting for spring, man.
To buy it, but
you would think it'd be cheaper.
Yeah, dude. If I didn't pull the trigger now, I wouldn't have got it. The color I liked was the lime camo, and coincidentally, that was a discontinued color, and they had one left in stock, so I just pulled the trigger and we got it.
Yeah, that was a good day, man.
Yeah, you can watch a video on it, check it out. I mean, she is sweet.
Yeah.
Her and the Bonnie look good together.
It's like sisters, man.
Oh, man.
Did you decide on a name yet?
I haven't come up with a name now. Not yet.
Right.
I only have one time on her yet. I gotta get a little more acquainted, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of kayaks, let's talk about our next thing. In episodes past, we have discussed a certain group, Texas Bass Holes. And Texas Bass Holes is a Facebook group where they host a bunch of free fishing tournaments, whether it be kayak fishing tournaments, whether it be bank fishing, and they give away awesome prizes. They give away kayaks, they give away fishing reels, they give away all kinds of stuff. But anyway, I say all that to say this. Next week, we are going to have the founder of Texas Bass Holes on the show with us. Really looking forward to that. His name is Albert Amaya.
Can't wait.
And dude is awesome. I mean, he's a really cool dude. And I'm just beside myself that he's going to come on and join us.
Yeah, no, I can't wait either. I mean, the guy is awesome, and he does everything for fishing. And I don't want to say too much because I really don't know the full story, but I know he did. I don't know exactly how he helped, but he did a lot of things for Christmas one year for less fortunate children and stuff like that. I mean, the guy he's awesome, absolutely awesome. But I tell you what, John Boy, before we get too carried away, you want to take our first break here?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, give us just a second. We will be right back.
So I want to take a second to talk about Anchor. Have you guys ever wanted to discuss certain topics with people on a broad scale, but you don't really know how? Well, that's where Anchor comes in. It is a podcast app that is 100% free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or the computer, whichever you prefer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever else has podcasts. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. You just record, upload, Anchor will distribute it, and should you monetize it, you get paid for it. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So be sure to check out the App Store, download the free Anchor app, or go to anchor.fm to get started. All right, guys. I will tell y'all this. I got some big changes coming. Probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm not going to give it away. Those of you who know about it and are watching, please don't say anything in the comments. I'm going to keep that kind of under wraps until I get everything taken care of. And there's going to be a big video over it, a big reveal video over it, and it's not a new kayak. I don't think I'll ever get a new kayak because I love my Bonnie. But
dude, she's amazing, absolutely amazing.
So y'all be looking in the next few weeks. I'm going to be putting out a really cool video, and a matter of fact, it's going to be a video that I haven't been able to find on YouTube. I've looked and looked. I saw. I'm lying to you. I saw one, but it wasn't really anything spectacular. It really didn't show you anything. But
yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome. Dude, that Bonnie though, I can't say enough. I know I love my Feel Free, but
no, you made a good choice, man. You made a good choice.
Oh yeah, no, they're very comparable kayaks, but that Bonnie it's a nice yak.
That's going to be another video I'm sure we're going to do in the future. If you guys, I haven't seen them. Maybe they're out there, but a Bonafide SS 127 versus a Feel Free Lure 11.5 V2. What is that? Yeah. Is that what it is? I haven't seen a video with those like side by side, stability test, speed test, stuff like that. So we're planning on doing one of those in the near future. And we're not saying that either one of them is going to come out on top, because honestly, like you said, Rooster, they're pretty comparable. So
they're very, very. I'm sorry, I laughed at that. Yeah, it's. I've never seen them compared really side by side, And I've talked to a few people that have owned each. You being one with the Bonafide, so and I've been on that Bonafide.
Mm-hmm.
It's. You get what you're with, man. It's a nice kayak.
I realized on the way home the other day, whenever we did take yours out the first time, I didn't get on it.
You didn't.
I completely forgot.
You sure did. I did too.
I was irritated. We didn't get no fish. Oh, wow. I'm kind of remiss. We haven't talked about fishing. This is the first episode. We're like 15 minutes in and we haven't talked about fishing. With that being said, folks, both Rooster and I got new PPs over the break.
Yes, we did.
My previous was 5.4, and I blew that out of the water with a 6.4.
Yeah, you did better than me. Mine was 5.16, and I had a 5.22. So it wasn't a huge change, but
it's still bigger.
For my first year of largemouth fishing, I'll take it. I'm fine with it. I'd love to get a double digit, but I'm patient. I can take a couple years. It's fine.
And like we've talked before, man, it's a never-ending chase,
No, it really is. It really is. I mean, you're always going to be wanting that bigger one, and that's fine. But I'll work my way up. That's fine. Absolutely fine.
Speaking of fishing, why don't you want to tell people about that Polk County thing?
That article you sent me?
Yeah, man.
Man, I don't. I shouldn't laugh because it's a bad deal.
Right.
I don't know what I would do. I really don't. So Texas Wiles sent me an article the other night, and there was two guys. I think it was in Florida, correct?
Yes, Polk County. It was where I got it wrote down. Auburndale, Florida.
Yeah. Okay. So they say that it was two guys, but yet later on in the story they said they hollered at their dad. So I don't know if they were teens, kids. I don't know. Maybe they were older and they were with their dad. I don't know. It just threw me off. I don't know why that threw me off in that article. But these two guys were fishing. They said it was grassy bank, casting out. And one guy hooked into something. It was pretty heavy, and he kept reeling it in. And they had hollered at their dad to come over and help them. When they got it closer to the shore, again, I shouldn't be laughing because this is crazy. This is something you would have a nightmare about. But they got it close to the shore, and it was a dead guy that they had hooked onto. So they called 911 immediately. But what would you do? I mean, what would you do?
This is kind of messed up, but
I mean, obviously 911 is your first response, but
my messed up question is, what were they using? What pound test line were they using? You know, obviously it was probably something with trebles.
Yeah.
But what pound test line are you using to reel in a body? I mean, that it's a terrible situation, but that's where my mind went, you know.
It's wild, man. Absolutely wild. I don't know. It'd be a weird deal. Weird deal.
We were talking earlier about we took your kayak out the other day for the maiden voyage, and we've been on a break, you know, since before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me, I'm a fat guy. I like to eat.
Yeah, dude.
What's funny is me and Rooster, we went down there. We were at the lake. We got our yaks are all geared up. We're about to go out, and I go to put on my life jacket, and I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't gonna work. It was like a couple inches. That sucker was not gonna snap. So, you know, I loosened it out, demoralized. You know, this sucks. I got fatter, and then I look up, and Rooster's having the same exact daggone problem. So
I had that sucker behind the seat of my truck, and I'm pretty sure it shrank. Is what happened.
That's what's happening with all my clothes, I'm telling you. But I'm blaming it on the fact that, you know, I really haven't used it since before Thanksgiving for the most part. So, you know, holiday weight, was it Ross said on Friends? He's like, I'm still holding on to a little bit of holiday weight. I'd rather not discuss that at the time. Or something
Right.
Hey, I like to eat pecan pie as my best friend.
You know, hey, man, we did just have Thanksgiving and Christmas. So.
That's true.
Free pass. I don't know if you mentioned it, though. I'm looking forward to that tournament, though.
All right, man, I'm telling you. We're going to talk more about this next week whenever we get Albert on here. Yeah. But Texas Bass Holes. I'm sorry?
I said I can't wait. I'm excited.
Texas Bass Holes is hosting a free kayak bass fishing tournament at Marine Creek Reservoir. Now, if you guys have been listening to us for a while, you know that we've been there and we got that T-shirt. We didn't get no fish, but that lake is it's on the Lunker Share list, I believe. You were telling me that a fella pulled out like a 8-point something.
I think it was pretty much 9. I think it was 8.15 or 8 pound 15 ounce, but it was like a month after we were there.
Man,
I mean, it was the day we were there. How many fish total were caught that day? Like 3?
I think total it was 5.
Was there 5?
I think there was like 75 people out there on yaks, and
it was a lot of people.
Yeah, it was a huge turnout. And man, I'm gonna tell you what, I saw some of the coolest kayaks I've ever seen in my life, like decked out to the nines.
Dude, I was the reason I looked at that Big Fish 120, and I got talking to that guy that had one, and just watching him be able to stand up.
Mm-hmm. Man, I can't wait till I get my stability better, more under control,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
so I can do it.
Absolutely.
But I'm a little top heavy.
I agree.
But I'm sorry, March 12th. I don't know if I said the date. That kayak tournament is going to be March 12th at Marine Creek Reservoir, and again, it's free. And I don't remember the prizes offhand. Do you?
No, I don't. I know he's going to. I think there is another kayak.
Is there?
I believe so. But see, he had a bunch of stuff listed or not listed that I know that he gave away, that I didn't know about.
Okay.
I mean, like those fish bowls, the ring, and stuff like that. I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, we'll definitely get more information on that next week
Yeah,
whenever we have Albert on.
Yeah, it'd be a good one.
Let's see here. Let me look at something real quick.
No, you're fine. You're fine. And that's I know everybody's itching for that Mondo box, but we're gonna take a second break here in just a minute, and then we'll get into that aspect of it.
Yes, sir. So, with that being said, I may just have to keep this for myself. What do you think? I'm looking at it here.
I couldn't enter. You told me.
I'm looking at it here, and I'm like, man, what if I just kept it? What? No. Well, one of y'all will get it.
Yeah. Yep. But we'll talk about that here in just a second. We're going to take a quick break. This is one of our good sponsors here. So we'll be right back in just a second, guys.
Hey, y'all. I wanted to take a moment to tell you guys about one of our sponsors. Not only are they one of our sponsors, but they are an incredible American company, and they sell fire starting gear. The name of this company is Bigfoot Bushcraft. Now, this stuff works exactly as it is advertised. You take one of those plugs, expose the fibers, one strike with that ferro rod, you got yourself a flame. A decent flame at that. And this flame will burn for 5 minutes or more. So you get that thing put on your tinder, and that's more than enough time to get yourself a sustainable fire. So be sure to head on over to BigfootBushcraft.com. Use discount code WileyRoosterBoys, all one word, at checkout for 15% off your order. And every order placed with our discount code helps support our show. So get on over there, get you some gear, and get you a fire. All right.
Yes, sir.
Lake Fork.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a final number on how low, like foot-wise footage?
I did not. There was a fella I started talking to recently on YouTube. He's actually in our deal, and I want to say, Scott Swift is his name. And he posted some videos, and I mean, that water is, I've never been there, so I don't know where it was, but he tried to show where it was before, and I mean, it is low.
Man, I saw the videos, and it's got to be at least 15 foot, maybe 10 to 15 foot low. And I mean, for a lake that size, Lake Fork is huge. It's massive, and for it to be that low, that's crazy. But you mentioned the reason they're doing some work on the dam. So
that's what he was saying. They're doing some work on the dam, and I guess they had to let a bunch of water out. But right now, if you're by Lake Fork and you had a kayak, you get a bunch of lures because he was showing all kinds of tree stumps sticking up.
One of the comments I just saw, I know we're not really responding too much to comments, but speaking to the links of the sponsors, they will be in the description of both this video and the podcast itself, whether it be on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts. I kind of like doing it this way, I know that not everybody's going to be able to watch this live, but this is a lot of fun. This is something that we're going to be testing out quite a bit throughout the season. We may not be doing every episode live like this, but I do like it.
Yep. Nope. I say I'm glad you brought that up because I was thinking the same thing. Like, I wanted to do that, but we'll get it. And like you said, it's in the description. You go down, you'll be able to find everything right there.
And there is going to be a support link for those of you listening and watching. Again, this is another one of those, we're not asking for handouts, but there is a support link that's going to be in the description below where you can choose, if you want to. You can donate either $1, $5, or $10 a month to the show. And all the money that comes in from you guys is actually going back out to giveaways. we're going to do a pretty big giveaway on the season finale. Let's keep that one under hat for right now.
Yeah, no, that's fine with me. But I will say, just to touch on the, what do you call it, the sponsor, not the sponsor, the supporter, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing a monthly supporter, we had this towards the end of season 2.
I believe.
When we hit 10 supporters, and it doesn't matter how many's after that, but I mean, once we hit the 10 supporter mark, we have 10 supporters going. We have a nice sponsor, Scissortail for Joel Slowdog. Mike Slowdog. He makes custom knives. Let's see if I can get my finger to work. I don't know if you can see that knife hanging right there. He made that custom. Texas Wiles has a custom knife right there. That is going to be a giveaway specifically for the supporters. Whoever's supporter will be entered in it. Once we hit 10 supporters, we'll have that giveaway.
Yeah.
It's something I want to touch on.
You guys will absolutely love the knife. I'm telling you. Mike, again, I tell every time we talk about you, man, you're an amazing blacksmith.
Mm-hmm. Best I know.
Absolutely.
I mean, but you know, you're still the best.
Yeah. I guess if you're ready, we can just go ahead and jump off here, and we'll see y'all later. So, we'll do the giveaway. So,
yes. All right, so you guys bear with me for just a second. I ain't never done this share screen thing, but let me get it going here, and we will get this giveaway going. Let's see, share. All right, we're gonna do a big screen.
There we go.
All right, so I've got everybody already right here. We're going to do a shuffle a few times here. Just get these names all shuffled up so nobody can say we're cheating.
This is going to be loud.
Yes, it is. It is. All right, everybody ready for this? Who's going to win that Mondo box?
Here we go. Dakota York.
Dakota York is going to win it.
All right.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations, Dakota. Congratulations. And I believe he let me stop that.
There we go.
I believe he was somebody you know. Well, not know, but
yeah. I'll get with him and we'll get it sent over to him. And we want to, when we do giveaways, we're probably going to continue to do them like that, live, so that you guys can see, and you guys listening. What we did was up on the screen, Rooster put up a wheel that has all the names on it, and it spun and, randomly selects a name. So that's how we're going to do it from now on. It's going to be fair. You guys will see it. Those that are watching will see it. And, Frankie, nothing's rigged.
Yes. And I do want to say we had talked about doing it, and it ain't going to be nothing huge, but we had talked about for folks that are in the live chat. I know that's kind of a heads up, on people that are listening to this on the podcast app, but talked about doing maybe people that are in the live chat. We might do nothing huge, but some little giveaways that are, stickers or whatever. So,
well, honestly, I got stuff laying around here like crazy. If I just get the notion at any point in time, I'm sure you do too. Like, hey, let's give something away. I got a package of plastics. I got all kinds of random stuff laying around here. I mean, we could just you want something? Here you go.
Yeah. Nope, and that's something we kind of talked about. Just a thank you for everybody showing up.
Yes.
And again, we have something big planned. We haven't set a date yet, but normally we run 10 episode seasons.
Usually, if we're having a real good time, we may go a little bit past that.
Yeah.
But whatever the season finale is going to be, probably I would say about halfway through the season, we may announce what we're going to give away, and give you guys a chance to give you guys several weeks to get entered in the drawing. And trust me, guys, what we have in mind for this giveaway, you want it. You definitely do.
Yes, and I really do want to say thank you to everybody that's watching us, supporting us, because we ain't lying. All these giveaways is coming from you guys. You guys watching this stuff, supporting us. All the money we have acquired, that's what it's going. It's going right back into you guys. That's what's making these giveaways possible. So,
yep,
I do want to say thank you.
Absolutely. And I guess with that being said, we could probably get out of here.
Yes,
on
sir.
this one. We're going to try to keep to a tighter time schedule on this season. I know that sometimes we'll have 20-minute episodes, sometimes 45, sometimes an hour. We're going to try to keep to a more tighter schedule because I know that, some folks out there, they don't have time to sit there and listen to an hour-long podcast. And I know they can come back to it. But we're just trying to, do stuff for you guys and make it fun for you guys and enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. Nope, I couldn't have said it better. I mean, that's that's kind of what I was saying about earlier with the comments on this live. I appreciate y'all, and I'm looking and I'm watching. I don't know, I'm sure you see me smirk, but that's why we ain't really typing in the chat. So
yeah, I've been reading them, and
yeah,
I get a little bit distracted.
And anybody listening on Apple, Spotify, any of that, you can always come back, and these videos will be there if you really want to watch it. Here's again. So.
But all right, guys, I think we're going to sign off here. We thank you so very much for joining us for season 3. We're really excited about this. Don't forget, next week we're going to have Albert Amaya from Texas Bass Holes joining us, and that's going to be a good episode. We're going to have a lot to talk about there.
Dude,
and it will. So, all right, guys, until next week, we'll see y'all later. God bless.